It is possible and true to use all of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah in order to prove the existence of angels. Since Allah exists, the existence of angels is compulsory. Is it at all possible that Allah, who is the owner of this universe, should cause creatures to speak with one another in hundreds of thousands of languages, that He should listen to their speech, know them, and He Himself should not speak? God forbid! Not to speak is a deficiency. Allah is free and away from deficiencies. Since He spoke, He definitely created angels that would communicate with Him, because Allah talked to His human prophets through angels. So, all of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah and His attribute of speech prove and necessitate the existence of angels that He addresses. Only Allah can know the true nature of the word of Allah. It is unknown to us. Is it at all reasonable that Allah created this universe, and He should not declare His divine purposes through a decree? That He should not send a book like the Quran, which will solve the riddles of this world and provide the true answers to the three awesome, universally asked questions. Where do the creatures come from? Where are they going? And why do they come in convoys, stop for a while, then pass on? God forbid! He definitely sent it. Since He sins and will sin, He definitely created angels that He will use as a means of sending. So, all of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah and His sending books prove and necessitate the existence of angels. Is it at all possible and reasonable that Allah Almighty made this universe a permanent book to show His names, and placed meanings in a letter like a word, in a word like a line, in a line like a page, and in a page like a book? And He should not create angels who read them properly, and He should deprive His book of being read and its meanings of being understood? God forbid! So, the existence of Allah and the purposes of the creation of this realm necessitate the existence of angels. Is it at all possible that Allah Almighty made this realm a mosque by decorating it with magnificent verses, meaningful embroidery, and created a species in every corner of it to worship, and that He should leave the stars, which are like the rooms of this mosque, empty without any worshippers? Is it at all possible that Allah Almighty created this universe as a place of feast and travel, placed His endless bounties in various forms in order to show the beauty of His mercy and compassion, the perfection of His lordship, and to make men and jinn praise and thank Him, and He should not talk to His guests in the feast through His messengers? He should not inform them about their duties of praise and worship? And those messengers should not be angels, but other beings? God forbid! So, all of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah. And that men have the duties of thanking, praising, and worshiping Allah necessitate and prove the existence of angels. Is it at all possible that an artist who likes his art, wants it to be liked and appreciated by others, wants to make himself known and loved through each of his arts, and that he decorates the universe with antique arts like this in order to show all kinds of spiritual beauties, should not talk to some great men who are the commanders of living beings in the universe through his messengers and inform them about the perfection of his art, and he should leave his fine arts without appreciation, his beautiful names without any praise, and his being known and loved without any response? God forbid. So, the evidences that prove the existence of Allah and His wisdom in creating this realm prove the existence of angels as well. Is it at all possible that the glorious monarch, who continuously fills and empties the earth with living beings and inhabits this world of ours with conscious creatures in order to make himself known, worshipped, and glorified, should leave the heavens and earth empty and vacant, and not create inhabitants suitable to them and settle them in those lofty palaces, that in his most extensive lands he should leave the sovereignty of his lordship, without servants, functionaries, envoys, and majesty, without lieutenants, supervisors, spectators, worshippers, and subjects? God forbid. To the numbers of the angels, God forbid. Is it at all possible that Allah should write the universe in the form of a book, inscribe the entire life stories of trees in all their seeds, and write within the seeds of grasses and plants all their vital duties, and record precisely the lives of conscious beings in their memories as tiny as mustard seeds, and preserve with innumerable photographs all the actions and events in all his dominions and all the eras of his sovereignty, and create mighty heaven and hell and the supreme scales of justice for the manifestation and realization of justice, wisdom, and mercy, the basis of his lordship, then not have written down the acts of men connected with the universe, nor have their deeds recorded so that they meet with reward or punishment, nor write their good and bad deeds on the tablets of divine determining? God forbid. To the numbers of letters inscribed on them. So, belief in Allah also covers belief in angels who fulfill this duty. Is it at all possible that Allah should be wise and created this realm with so many wisdoms, made and created some uses and benefits in everything, and showed his wisdom by giving man's liver, which is a piece of flesh, more than 400 duties, and then should make his wisdom denied by leaving that enormous sky empty? God forbid. So, all of the evidences that prove the wisdom of Allah Almighty prove the existence of angels, too, because leaving the skies empty is like constructing buildings in which no one will live, which is contrary to wisdom. If a wise person constructs a building, he will definitely bring people who will live there in order to eliminate the lack of wisdom. Since Allah is absolutely wise, He will definitely fill the skies with angels and will not make His wisdom denied. Is it at all possible that the grandeur of Sultanate appears and is shown through armies and Allah, who is the Sultan of pre-eternity and post-eternity, should not create armies of angels in order to show His Sultanate and leave His Sultanate faint and spiritless? God forbid. So, all of these evidences prove the existence of Allah, and His name, Sultan, prove the existence of angels too. Because the grandeur of the Sultanate will not be seen without them. It is possible to give more examples relating to the issue that all of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah also prove the existence of angels. However, since the issue is understood, we do not want to make more explanations and state the following as a conclusion. All of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah also prove the existence of angels and necessitate their existence. Then it will be true to say the following to prove the existence of angels. There is an order in the universe. Therefore, angels are true and real. That is, the order and system in the universe can be used to prove the existence of angels. Since there is an order in this realm, there is Allah, who established and maintains this order. An order cannot exist without the being that maintains it. Since Allah Almighty exists, the existence of angels is also obligatory, as the tens of reasons we have mentioned and have not been able to mention indicate. In conclusion, we can say by showing all of the evidences that prove the existence of Allah, His beautiful names and His holy attributes, that the existence of angels is true and real.